my
Okay,
Microsoft thing also, but or I should
we're live.
take it
We're live, and
separate.
hello everybody. Hello, hello. I've got a guest. I'm so excited to be here today. And we are both fellow Microsoft student ambassadors, and we were both today at NASA events around the globe. So mine was virtual, but based out of the University of Florida, and uh, Muhammad is in Pakistan, and you also were at a NASA event. And so we connected on LinkedIn, and we're like, yeah, we've got to talk about this because this is so exciting. You've had an amazing day. I want to talk to you more about it and share a little bit about my amazing day. But we both had a NASA day, and it's why this is so important and so interesting to me right now. And I think to like everybody is we've got Artemis 2 going up this week. So right now that launch is scheduled for February 6th. So we're really excited about it. And everything I do is related to geospatial and space and intelligence. But we're both like here learning tech, learning science. And even though we think of ourselves like maybe we're not like at the level of NASA engineers, we are in the ecosystem and we're learning and we're part of it. So let's talk about your day. So introduce yourself and yeah, let's have a conversation about this. Sounds like it was really, really informative.
Okay, so can I introduce myself
Yes,
now?
please, please.
Okay, so my name is Muhammad Bilal, and currently I am Microsoft Student Ambassador too, along with my fellow in this interview. So I am basically from Pakistan, and my university is Namal Rawalpindi campus. And for this interview specifically, I have joined the NICAT interview. Means this was the event of NICAT, which is National Incubation Center of Aerospace Technology in Rawalpindi. So I have participated in Aerofusion in 2026 event, and it was for the first time I have joined this event, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's so great. So I'm excited to hear about it. But let's go back to the fact that you and I don't necessarily, we're not in the aerospace engineering school. And I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of the things that is a misconception. Like you can only be part of this if you're on certain learning paths. And the reality is like, we together kind of have computer science and I'm also like in geospatial and in cybersecurity and like all of these fields and science and come and communications like are all part of it. So let's talk about it. I'm excited to hear about the event, but let me get a little bit more your foundations of your education. Like where do you come at this? What do you
Yeah,
study?
for my for my education, although I don't have any education regarding this specifically aerospace thing, but currently I am in eighth semester, which means this is my last semester in my bachelor's of computer science, and till now I have like explored a lot of fields like cybersecurity, you can say full stack web development, and then now I am in digital marketing as a professional now. So for this event specifically, as I am like exploring a lot more different things and open to, you can say, different fields and a lot of things, so that's why.
Well, actually, there's another conversation we're gonna have. We'll have it a little bit more at the end, but I think what I'm learning about is that for many, many years, there was no such thing as science communication, and there was no such
Hmm.
thing as tech communication. And if you and I have a shared interest in marketing, and in that, I think it's really important that that's a role to help people be excited about the possibilities of science and tech, and so and see pathways and careers for themselves. So we as marketers have a role in this as well. So whatever our role
Hmm.
is, we can all be part of it. So let's hear about the event. Let's get on. So here's the event.
Yeah.
So talk a little about the event. How long was it? Who was there? It's it seems like it was a full house.
Okay, so basically regarding to the event, so I was attending the Aerospace Fusion event of 2026, which was showcasing the NSTP Alpha event. So which is basically the regional headquarter of aerospace innovation in Pakistan. So probably, in my knowledge, it was the first time that a NASA engineer came to in Pakistan, and his name was George Gabe, which is former NASA engineering programmer from like Kennedy Space Center from Canada. So, and regarding, I remembered his the core message, which was like focusing on shifting the mindset from dreams to goals and like highlighting the infinite career opportunities in global space.
Fantastic. Now, talk about this. So, I mean, obviously, we've got Artemis 2 going up this week, and that's a big deal, and a lot of people are super excited about it. Yeah, so what are some of the things he was talking about related to tech? And specifically, you had some really key takeaways about the event and the importance of the global standards.
So can I tell like the technical takeaways regarding this event?
Yeah, absolutely.
So for this, although it was a lot for the first time to like to learn and explore the aerospace thing, but for the aerospace ecosystem, I can like mention that NSTP, which is like an National Aerospace Science and Technology. So it is like basically a model where like industry, academia, or you can say our government of Pakistan collaborate to advance technology in aircraft, radar, and cyber system. As basically event was held in the base of Air Force. So it was the incubation center in old airport in Air Force base in Pakistan. And regarding the, you can say, innovation, so as I have learned that innovation in like aerospace is not just like it's about like something like too much complex hardware and all the thing. So it's like you can say the opportunity we get, so it showcase that NICAT give us like a lot of opportunities to the students to learn about like these aerospace fusion technologies and a lot of stuff.
Fantastic. Uh, so here again, back in the event, and here's some more of the conversation. So yeah, so continue what you said. You were talking also about the the standards, the global standards, and kind of what is the flex.
So basically, the event, as it was hosted by NSTP Alpha team, so as I have already met with them on LinkedIn, so this is like event. It's like one of the best event I have, you can say, joined in my life. And regarding like its critical event details, so this is like Pakistan, one of the biggest flagship aerospace event designed to, you can say, entire aviation life cycle, from like designing of the aerospace, you can say, the architecture behind nara in the NASA aerospace engineering. As for the first time I have seen like the aerospace from starting to the end, like where it gets closer to the like to the moon. So it was like a lot to learn and a lot to explore. So that was like a full mindset shift from that event.
Absolutely, I'd say that that's a lot, and to infinity and beyond. And actually, is sort of the Kennedy Space Center, and then for me, I do a lot with NGA, which is our National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and so the motto there is from seabed to space, and that reminded me of this next slide where you're kind of the underwater. so so you got the full from seabed to space. Um, I want to actually just real quick just do. I'm just going to flip the screen for just a moment to your actual LinkedIn post, which I was so excited about. I thought you did such a great job kind of highlighting it and I want to talk about this particular, sort of takeaways. So these are the things that you take away. So can you just talk about these and sort of summarize them a bit?
Regarding like the particular slide you have opened.
Yeah, the benchmarks are global, and just make sure you can see what I can see. Yep, you can see what I can see. Yep. Benchmarks are global, not local. Reliability is the ultimate flex, and ecosystems create escape velocity. So yeah, I just want to chat about this for a second because I thought this was such a strong takeaway.
Yeah, although when the NASA engineer was like talking, although it was like a lot of communication, you can say 2 to 3 hours for that, but from like the starting point regarding the ultimate flex of this rocket design and a lot of, you can say, hardware, and also they have also introduced the ultimate process when the NASA engineer, you can say, a normal person, how he became the NASA engineer. So we also got to know that. So it was also exciting one. And regarding, you can say, the hardware thing and the, you can say, the complex hardware system of the whole architecture and the design, so it was like a lot of amazing to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to say sort of these. I just want to like speak to this a little bit. Where like like global, we are a global world, and so knowing
Yeah,
that those standards can be globalized, and we can all sort of be working off of the same idea of the basic the technology that we're all building on, and
yeah.
that reliability and that like I said, that precision. And I think there's both. I mean, I come out of a very creative field, and in some cases,
Hmm.
it's okay to you have to experiment and you have to try things. And you have to be willing to fail. But I know that when you get into sort of these engineering sciences, there's this point that you don't want to fail. Like failure is not an option here. You have to be
Yeah,
precise, otherwise lives are at stake. People, and so to protect lives, that precision, that detail matters. Every detail matters, and every detail not just of an individual's work, but an individual, a whole team, a whole industry, a whole institution, like everybody working together and making sure that they're all in lockstep with the detail. That extreme precision and accountability is so important so that we can do these amazing things and protect lives
yeah,
while we do it. And then the
yeah.
ecosystem, that to me is like the big part of not just within what you're saying, seeing the Ministry of IT, of Ignite, of NASA veterans converging at NICAT, and so it proves the right community is the only way to turn a spark into a launch. Like I love that, and because what we do as Microsoft student ambassadors, I would not have had any of the opportunities that I have had if I weren't. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if we weren't fellow student ambassadors. So to
Yeah,
me, having
I
the
also
opportunity,
want to mention something like when I was attending this specifically event, and for the first time, I could not believe like I am meeting a real NASA space engineer. So because for us it was like insane because it was happening probably for the first time in Pakistan, and I have attended the event, and I have like no clue that this event will go like this. So amazing. And then we also asked a lot of questions. Personally, I asked myself a question like for example, in Pakistan as a student, like we don't have like a lot of global opportunities, especially like in, for example, as you're from USA, and so as there are a lot of opportunities for you guys, but for specifically in my region in Pakistan, so like students believe, for example, I am doing like bachelor's for now, so students, like you can say, they choose like we have some specific fields to choose, for example, to go in computer science to become a engineer, or to go to cybersecurity, or to go on any specific field. But if you can say they go to like to beyond the experience and to explore something, like you can say especially like this event as NASA one. So this was like so exciting to learn like beyond you can say of our scope, and you can say of our knowledge and expectation. So it was like literally surprising one.
That's fantastic. I just and I love that. I think it's important because people won't pursue what they can't see. And I also want to connect uh, software engineering to the hardware, and in the middle of that lives robotics. Because what is robotics? Robotics is basically giving instructions to the hardware through the software. So it all connects. It's not that far apart. It's far away, but it's not that far away.
Yeah, it's definitely it's like depends on the totally the person, how the person is like exploring, open to you can say learning, and open to collaboration. Because if we are like being a student, like currently for now we have like a lot of things to explore, a lot of things to learn. So there is like no specific fields or which you can say we have. So the main thing for like this event was, I also want to mention, like when the NASA engineer was speaking. So we also questioned him that uh, currently NASA is like partnering with the specific countries. For example, like it was 25 to 28 countries. So it was like some European countries only, including the US, Canada, or Germany, something like that. So we have also asked him that should we NASA, you can say, partner with also Pakistan, so that we have also the opportunities to you can say to learn and to go for that.
Oh, I think it's so important, and I think it's again one of the reasons why I so love what Microsoft is doing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in terms of creating this kind of global network and global community and global standards and global access and education, and it's a beginning. I mean, I think there's obviously more to be done, but so I'm so excited that you have this opportunity to be part of this today. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tag Mark. Let me just make sure I have my names correctly on this. But so one of so I'm part of a women tech makers group, and have now spoken at a number of space events that I would never have thought that I would be part of or invited to because of the
Hmm.
communities we have. And so she's really deep into the sort of cosmonaut universe and space. And so she is it's Martina Demoska, and she's amazing. And I will connect you with her so that you can continue, and we all can continue our space learning journeys. And just being fans, we can celebrate. We can celebrate the
Yeah,
launch
yeah.
of Artemis 2 and cheer them on, and want that precision and that perfection so that lives are safe, and we can continue to explore space and technology, and learn about not just the world that we're in, and a lot of space interacts with geospatial because what we're doing is sending satellites into space and then doing Earth observation, but also continuing to explore our galaxy. So that's exciting. Well, thank you for being here today. Any last words that you want to share, and then we'll wrap it up.
For the last, I would say the most important thing is like, especially for being a student, or if you're a professional too. So the main thing is like to keep learning. As for my experience, specifically when I became like Microsoft student ambassador for the first time. So if I tell you like honestly, like before and after the my you can say learning journey, so it was like a lot of learn and a lot of like opportunities I have gained to explore and to connect with, like you can say, amazing peers. So it was like one of the best opportunities I have got.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Well, thank you so much, and we'll wrap this up. I think that was like a really great opportunity to learn about the event, and we both, like I said, had shared um, NASA participation on two sides of the globe. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you next
Yeah,
time.
thank you for also your event too. So inshallah, I will try my best. So if there is possible, there might be another event in upcoming future. So I will also try my best to get into that and post in, and I will specially share to you. Inshallah, I will try my best.
Love it. All right.